Hi, it's Sergey, the motivator. So let's talk today about your first date. I'm having my cup of coffee and we're gonna talk like good friends. Okay? So before you go to on the first date, you need to understand very important thing. You must be prepared for it. So if you are not a simp and you alpha and you're making a lot of money and you have maybe a position in society, some kind of high position, maybe you're in a leadership somewhere, but you're struggling with relationship, and I guess I know what it is. You don't have the value system. The value system is the number one thing that preserves your peace and your life, right? So you will never mess up with wrong woman, and if she enters your environment, enters your life, meaning your value system, if you stick to your value system as like 1 2 3, then you will never fall short. So what do you need to know? You basically need to know yourself very well, where you are flexible, where you are not flexible, what you will be willing to put up with, what you are not willing to put up with, what you're gonna do for her and what you won't do for her, and what is your non-negotiables, right? So I'll give you my example so it's gonna be easier to understand. Let's begin from your value system. Let's say, like as I said, my value system is I'm always kind, always caring, never say answer no or go and do yourself, never. If I can, I always do. If I can't, I say when I can. Maybe half an hour later, maybe an hour later, maybe 2 hours, depends what I do. Sometimes I can ask if I'm after dinner or something, after came back from work and she works as well. Let's, for example, say we both work. Then I could say, is that important? Is that urgent? Can I just have a little bit lie in after dinner and then I'll go and do it? Whatever. Maybe nip to the shop. Maybe need to do something. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. She says no, it's not urgent. Half an hour, it's fine. Later when you have a little bit rest, and it doesn't matter when you feel like. So as long as I ask, is it okay? So I'll do in an hour's time. I have rest and that's happy days. So I can do that and that's okay. But if she says would be nice if we need now, so then I would go and get up and do it. I would never ask her to go and do it unless I can't really, literally can't make it. Then she would do it herself. But that's one of the things, right? So I never give answer no, but I also expect exactly the same. I do not accept answer no, and I tell straight away in the beginning, on the very first date, which is very important. That's why I say, if you present your values on the day one, you know what devil you're dealing with, whether she's a terrorist or whether it's your teammate. Do you know what I mean? Whether she's gonna be on your side fighting the battle for you, making your life better, making you happier, or she's gonna be the one that puts planks in your wheels and tries to stop every agenda you're trying to do in your life, you know? If you want to open up the business, she said, oh, we've got kids, we can't do it, we can't rent the house, we can't do this, we can't do that, we haven't got enough money, you know, we need to do this, we need to buy this. That's what I'm talking about. That's why it's so crucial to understand who you are and what's important to you and what you not negotiate, right? As the American president says, we don't negotiate with terrorists. That's what women are sometimes. Or I should say most of the time. They terrorize men who are weak, right? So first, I always say yes. I also very flexible in the areas what is not important to me. Meaning, for example, if let's say we live together and she's already my partner or my girlfriend living with me, not on a short term, but we decided we want to be together and hopefully stay for the rest of our lives, right? So I would give, not straight away, not in the beginning, not for the first maybe few years, but gradually, maybe 2 years down the line, give more. 4 or 5 years down the line, maybe give a little bit more. Um, in choices what she can do in the house, because I wouldn't want to change my house in a woman's way, and then when she exits my life, I'm with woman's, like, looking like a woman living in my house, right? So I wouldn't want that. You can't have everything, and what's important to you and what's not important to you, because she will never feel happy, right? So in that term, the house, the holidays, where we go, what we buy. For example, if she wants, let's say we buy a car for her. Obviously, I will not buy what I like. I say I like this car, but if she says, well, I would like this one, and if we can afford, we have enough money, we buy what she likes, right? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have anything a problem what she likes, as long we have money for it, and obviously, if she does what she supposed to do, if she stays in her role, what I expect from her, then anything she asks, she will get, right? So don't start thinking that she will want stars and I will give her stars. No, everything using common sense, right? So we said I give answer yes, and I also said that I'm flexible, whether what we buy, holidays, furniture, everything regarding the house, places to visit, it doesn't matter. I will say, well, I would like to go, and if she says, and I will ask, would you like really to go there? Yeah, would be nice to go. Let's go there. But sometimes we will go where I would like to visit, and that's not a problem. But I will be more leaned to please her and to give her pleasure, because she will know that these areas I'm flexible with, right? But now we're entering my non-negotiables. My non-negotiables is she always talks to me respectfully, like I do, talk to her respectfully, always. If I raise the voice, which I never do, she can raise the voice, right? If I say no, she can say no to me. So I like fair play. That's why, for example, I say respectful, caring. If I care for her, if I give an answer yes when she asks, that's exactly what I expect back, then she must never show me dissatisfaction. That she, goes in a huff. That it never happened to me like this, but I tell from day one, I will never tolerate bad attitude, mimics, that shows dissatisfaction. I must know what I've done wrong. If I did something, then I could change it. Because sometimes we can do something, if especially in the public, or go to parties or birthdays or weddings or whatever, and maybe you ignite jealousy in her or something. But when she knows that I will never tolerate any mimics or anything, she will never give one, right? I never had a problem with that. So neither me, I would not give a mimics to her, like I'm not happy with her or whatever. I would tell her what it is, and I expect straight away change. I won't live with that. And that's what I say. The moment you don't want to change, you exit the house. That's all it is. That's very straightforward. That's why I live a peaceful life. I don't have any hassle. I have good friends, and I have woman friend as well. So, but she's not my girlfriend, right? So yeah, it's good to have a woman friend, but mainly I focus what I want to achieve in life. That's my main goal in life. Other things like pleasures, woman, is just that secondary thing when I have time. So yeah, so next thing, what's important when you talk on the first date is, right, adaptation is crucial in relationship if a woman would be with me, because if she doesn't adapt, meaning she gives an opinion, whatever we discussing, and if she can't leave it on the table and she says, well, this is what I think, maybe we should do this way or that way, and I will think in that moment as she speaks and say, look, we're gonna do what you say, it's a good idea. But if I think that it's better idea, what I think, I would give it 1, 2, 3, 4 points. I say, look, this is why it's better, this and that, and we're gonna do this way. And my decisions, I say always, if my decisions proves that I make wrong decisions, then I will lean to yours. If I make mistakes twice on the same thing, and it seems like she gave a better advice, I will listen to what she says and I will do what she says in particular area, because she seems like, yeah, I have better understanding than me. Not 100%, but very high probability, I will listen and do what she suggests. I will think what I think and make out of two opinions, leaning more towards her, because last 2 times I made a mistake. I never did, but what I'm saying, if that would happen, that's what I would do, right? So I never compete with my woman. She's an add-on. She's as a blessing, contribute in my life to make my life better, and in the end, for her to be happy as well when I look after her and make her happy and take care of her. So that's what it is basically. I think that's what we covered. You come to first date and you straight away deal with this whole thing, explaining yourself to her. This is what I will do for you. This is what I expect you to do. This is what I will never bend under any circumstances. Meaning, if I do for you, you do for me. You never raise voice. You're adaptive. You're nice. You're caring. And the moment you change, I warn you once, twice. On the third time, you exit the house. Doesn't matter how many years we're gonna be together. I will never tolerate inappropriate behavior, inappropriate attitude, inappropriate whatever it is that doesn't go along with what's important to me. Okay. And also, woman can't drink and can't smoke, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't party. She doesn't go by herself to nightclubs or with friends somewhere, meaning nightclub, some like parties. No, if she goes, she's not my girlfriend, not my partner. The day she goes, the day it will be her exit from my house. Okay, so that's also what I state on the day one. And because we don't have feelings for each other, it's either we tick. There was sometimes girls tick the boxes and say, yeah, it's not a problem. If you do what you say, I have not a problem. Also, sex-wise, I say I take you anytime I want, apart from those moments when you feel you have a headache or you're not well physically, then I will take care of you. But all the other instances, doesn't matter. You tired, you go have rest, half an hour, I'll do whatever needs to be done, and we're gonna make love. Yeah, I will never accept answer no. So I tell them straight. And most of them okay with that, but odd girls would say no. But that's very rare. Mainly, never had a problem in my life, never. That's why I stayed on the day one regarding drinking, partying, and other stuff. So I hope this will help you to understand how crucial it is on day one, because you won't be entangled in your feelings with that girl. You won't be spending any time with that girl prior just meeting her on that evening or that, on that day. And when you just literally, like most guys don't do that, and you come literally knowing what you want from that date, you put everything on the table, and she's like, wow, she's gobsmacked. She thought she's gonna go through the motions, happy clappy, partying, like music or whatever, drinking, food. No, you brought her literally to the exam. So you like to lie detector. So you want like literally to pull everything from her. You know who she is, what she likes, what she adapts to, what she doesn't, if she doesn't adapt, why she doesn't adapt. You want to know everything about her, and you will see very quickly that you either clash And if she's like not adaptive, she straight away say, no, I don't agree with that, I don't see it this way. And you can elaborate on particular aspect of what she doesn't agree. But if maybe she misunderstood something, so maybe she wants more clarity on a particular thing, you must be willing to explain, and then see whether is that what it is, or is just basically she doesn't agree and she just literally won't agree under any condition with that particular thing, whether it's sex anytime, whether adaptation, adapting, meaning giving your opinion and leaving, never fighting for it. So that's a lot as well. And also being nice, always nice, caring, not drinking, not partying, So yeah, so I hope this will help you, because if you understand what I'm saying and you go like this prepared, you think through and realize what's important and what you will not negotiate. Because sometimes, as I had on one date, girl says we need to sit down and talk about this, because we liked each other, we met on the first date, we had really great time, and she texted me and she said we need to negotiate that, what was important, my non-negotiables. I said I don't what do you call it, I don't negotiate with terrorists. And I left it at this. Yeah, so that's what it is. I am happy as Larry, as English say, and I'm looking forward to hear from you whether you succeeded in your date. And I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 they will think you're crazy. You're asking too difficult questions according to them on the first date, when you should be enjoying getting entangled emotionally, getting tied up with this girl, sleeping with her, enjoying sex, and all of a sudden you clash with your values. And then you realize that now you're going through emotional drama because you like that girl, she's hot, the sex is good, but she doesn't want to adapt. She doesn't agree with on the sex condition that you will take her anytime she wants, or maybe she has a problem with adapting, or maybe all of that is not important to you. But I'm telling you, if that is not important to you, you will have a trouble in life. You will have a trouble in life if you're gonna be 50-50 as women want. That's caused so many hassle, so many arguments, because you're gonna want to do something and she says no, I think we should be doing, and now you start argument. When the man leads and tells, and that's how it goes, that's it, it's peace in the house, because she knows who is the head of the household, right? So good luck with that, and comment below and let me know what you think. And I know some of you trolls will leave me good negative reviews, good solid negative reviews, and I'm looking forward to that as well, because some of you simps, or most of you, that when you see a girl, the hotter what you can get, you straight away simp, right? In reality, it doesn't work. I've seen my clients, their partners, girlfriends that they live together, or wives, talking in front of me disrespectfully or raising the voice. Can you imagine raising the voice in front of stranger? Like, the honestly, I was providing a service for them, but even though they have no embarrassment to talk to her husband or partner, like raised voice, shouting because he didn't do something, although she should have done it. So yeah, I even don't feel sorry really for these men, because you should be really being a man, and if you're not a man, that's your lot, right? To be a simp and be a doormat, right? Okay, good luck.